And as a crime prevention tip for the citizens is when you have your jewelry and your items in your house, you need to have very descriptive documentation of the items that you have in your house. Another great idea for jewelry and stuff is to protect yourself and to help the police departments get you your property back during investigations like this is if you take pictures of your jewelry that are fairly close up so you can see and we can see if something happens to you exactly what the jewelry is or exactly what the item is. If it's stolen from you, then you can provide those pictures to the police departments, which will help us during the investigations when we have recoveries of property similar to this. We're here today for a press conference regarding an operation that the Milwaukee Police Department District Number 2 has conducted over the last month. During recent investigations, we learned information that there are numerous stores, at least on the south side of Milwaukee, who are purchasing gold and precious gem items from citizens without following the respective city ordinances and state statutes as it relates to precious gem purchases. These stores are required by state law and city ordinance to identify the seller of the item. When citizens come in to sell items, they are also required to document the sale on a form that is provided by the Milwaukee Police Department. In addition to that, they are required to maintain a log that is legible for a one-year period after the purchase of the items. And also they are required to get declaration of ownership from the seller of the items that they're purchasing. After receiving this information, the Milwaukee Police Department conducted an undercover operation at 4 locations within District Number 2. During this operation, 4 locations purchased items from the undercover officer in violation of all 4 of the ordinances / statutes that I just mentioned. After these purchases were made, the Milwaukee Police Department obtained search warrants for these 4 stores, and we executed the 4 search warrants during the week of, or during last week. While at these 4 locations, we discovered that all 4 of these locations were purchasing items in violations of the ordinances and statutes that I had mentioned. The transactions for the last 15 days and the transactions that they conducted during the last 15 days, the items that they took in illegally were confiscated and are now in custody of the Milwaukee Police Department. We have several items which we've already connected to crimes within the city of Milwaukee, and we believe also other of these items may have been related to crimes outside of the city of Milwaukee. We have 1 victim here today who we were able to recover one of her rings, which was taken during an incident that she was involved in. The 4 locations that where search warrants were conducted were Reflections Jewelry at 1306 West Forest Home, Cash and Gold at 1214 South Seizure Chavez, John's Jewelry at 1119 West Mitchell, and Star Jewelry at 1212 West Lincoln. Starting today, we're going to be working with the surrounding jurisdictions with us to try and identify other items that were taken during crimes in our jurisdiction, as well as the surrounding suburbs. Next week on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, after you air this press conference, we are going to allow citizens who believe some of these items may be taken from incidents that they have reported to either the Milwaukee Police Department or other jurisdictions an opportunity to claim their property. We will assist them in trying to identify it, what we would ask, and what we are going to require. We are going to give you a phone number. The phone number is 235-6633. There'll be a message on there what information they should provide and what information they're going to have to bring with them on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday of next week to District Number 2 in order to try and recover their property. That phone number will be up and running within probably a half hour of this press conference, so they can just wait that half hour. If their incident occurred outside of the city of Milwaukee, what we are going to require them to do is they are going to have to contact the outside jurisdiction and bring a copy of the incident report describing the items that were taken from their crime with them to our department, so we can see the report and have proof that the incident occurred. We believe most of this jewelry was probably taken, the stuff that, between October 1st and November 24th of this year. As part of this investigation, we have issued 85 citations to the 4 locations where the search warrants were conducted, which is a total of over $40,000 in fines. And we believe that the weight of the gold that you have in front of you, the meltdown weight is valued at approximately $70,000 to $75,000. I believe that this is a problem, that these stores are contributing to the ease of burglary or crime suspects to get rid of their stolen property and make a profit from stealing items from the good citizens in our city and the surrounding jurisdictions. The ones that we recovered so far, it appears that it's going to be from homes at this time. We're not sure. Obviously, as we go here, there's 1,200 items we're trying to identify. I truly believe that some of these may be from muggings and stuff or robberies, but that'll be more to come out on that as we move along here, identifying the items to the victims. We know we have numerous class rings, or several class rings. We're actually working with a business that gives rings as part of their promotion of their employees when they have 5 and 10 years on a job, as well as a school in the city where a couple class rings are taken that we're trying to identify the owners and where they're taken from. We have a ring that's actually, it has turtles on it, which is a turtle inside a turtle, which is very unique, with a matching bracelet. And also there's, believe it or not, there's actually, as they call them, gold grills that people wear on their teeth that are also laying here that you'll have on your video.